Hi, this is Little Dwarf playing games while rambling incoherently into the microphone. Why? Well, just because I can, and I continue with Invisible War Blind. Now I'm just about to leave Antarctica and go back to Cairo, so let's do that.
I will be your pilot until we reach Liberty Island.
How will JC get there?
JC Denton is already there, in a manner of speaking. He will be preparing the systems necessary for the Great Advance while we are in Cairo.
This is what you were talking about at the Nine Worlds Tavern.
JC does not use the word advance. This notion is present in my original programming, as constructed by Tracer Tom in the 2040s.
What good are socio-political notions to a pilot drone?
You will have to ask Mr. Tom. Shall we go?
I'm ready.
Get some rest. Cairo is not as friendly as it was when you left it.
Not even sure what that means, because it was never particularly friendly, and I did cure the nanoplague, so you'd think.
The Templars have overrun all of New Cairo, including the Mosque. They have moved Paul Denton's cryo-storage tank to Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the Arcology.
What do you know about the Templar defenses?
They have deep roots in the local population and were able to call up a large number of paladins. In addition, they have deployed a military bot in the Mosque and 2 in the Arcology.
What happened to the city's security forces?
They were eliminated. SSC Chief Farrah Maxwell stormed the Arcology with forces flown in from Germany, but they were surrounded and are now pinned down somewhere inside the structure.
So I'm on my own.
I will wait here for now. After you find Paul, I will meet you in Flight Bay 23 at the top of the Arcology. Good luck.
This is what the Illuminati wants you to do. Destroy Paul Denton and help return biomod technology to international regulation. Please discuss the operation with the elite commander waiting for you in the streets. Paul's frozen body is located in Flight Bay 24 on level 110 of the Arcology.
Well, to be honest, I'm not particularly keen on doing that, but I will talk to the representative because I like to always get the full picture and, you know, get all the arguments of the different sides. And in general, I do want to explore the city and to see what has changed. I guess this is the Illuminati soldier.
I figured you'd knock around Europe for a while. You do know that the Medina could get overrun by Templars at any moment.
Thought there might be some trade in refugees. You know, quick hops away from trouble. But there hasn't been enough action yet for people to start liking my rates. What about you?
I can take care of myself, but I might have use for a pilot later. A long trip, one way to New York City.
Guess that would pay better than these Medina scabs. I offer to save their lives and the best they can do is 12 credits. How about you make a reasonable offer and we get out of this hole?
I'll get back to you.
To be honest, at this point, I might as well keep flying with Ava, especially because she seems a much more interesting character than Sid here.
The sunsets here. My friend, thanks to you and the NG Resonance endorsement, I am in line for a regional directorship. Your effort was not wasted.
I'm glad to hear it. Aren't you worried that the Templars might occupy the Medina?
What does it matter, as long as I have customers?
I guess you're not very political.
I have too many good things happening for me at Queequeg to chain myself to some political movement. My only enemy is Pequods, and our battlefield is the customer.
Should I tell him? Well, I guess he deserves to know, and what he does with it is his own thing. I'm just worried he does something stupid and then ends up killed, but I can't really, like, if I know it, then he should also know it. It's pretty much he's been lied to his entire, professional life, and he's working for a company that's, advancing this cycle of rivalry, which is really fabricated from the start. So I think I'm going to tell him, although I'm kind of worried about what he's going to do with it, but that's his thing, not mine. The dialogue line here doesn't advocate any particular course of action.
You should know something. Pequods and Queequegs are separate brands of the same coffee shop chain.
You never know, I guess.
I'm serious. I saw the proof in some legal documents I came across in Germany.
You are certain of this? That would explain why the board's praise about the NG endorsement was so guarded.
You don't seem too overwhelmed.
My mind is already working. I think I see an opportunity, in fact. The Pequod's manager had a black market operation. I could cover it up and tell management I was merely protecting the reputation of the coffee industry.
You'd be calling attention to yourself. That what you want?
Yes, indeed. I want to stay on their radar. An ex-Pequod's employee told me the code to their safe. 34, 45, 1, 23. You look like the mercenary type. Maybe you would like to slip into the Arcology and empty it for me. Your payment would be the contents of the safe.
Well, I don't particularly care for that.
Imagine how much money the executives of the parent company must make. If I play my cards right, that is where my career ladder will take me.
Especially at this point.
Always helps to know who you are working for.
At this point of the game.
Both of us are targets here. We will work separately until the final phase of the operation.
What do you expect me to do?
You will infiltrate the new Cairo Arcology. I will do the same and join you prior to the assault.
If anyone's a glaring target for Templar Paladins, it's a biomodified commando like yourself.
Then we agreed to maintain the minimal threat profile until a crucial moment.
What if I'd rather work alone?
Our orders are to work together. We will destroy Paul Denton and return biomod technology to international regulation.
Yeah, like, on one hand, if I say this to him now, he's probably going to attack me, but on the other, I don't see much reason to deceive them. It's pretty unlikely I'm going to join them, so why pretend otherwise?
Tell Jumier he's gonna have to look for an assassin somewhere else.
My orders encompass that contingency as well. You will regret this. That was at it. Self-destructive.
I'll take that as a slap in the face. Don't be a fool, Alice. Do you really think that the Dentons will have any use for you once the technology is imposed on humanity?
Oh, damn it.
Plague worse than the one in Cairo, and you will be responsible.
Okay, that... I didn't realize they also had a self-destruct mechanism, as it were, only in the form of gas. I allowed myself to be killed there because Sid was killed because of me, and that didn't seem fair. So, let's try again. Okay, so I think I'm going to pretend to work for them for the moment, if only to avoid the fight in this particular area, because it's far too dangerous for bystanders. So...
Understood. I'll be ready.
Good. The Age of Light is upon us.
First of all, I need to save before I get killed again.
The Age of Light is at hand. How lucky you are to have Mr. Dumier's favor. Do not betray us, Denton.
Well, I'm going to explore the Medina first, before going inside.
Look at the sky. The swell's gone. Some people are still afraid to come out, but I don't need fancy sensors to tell me that the air's clean. The nanite cloud developed so gradually that we got used to it. We got used to people dying, too. And you wonder how dictators can stay in power. It's because people will suffer almost anything rather than risk changing the way they live.
Well, I guess at the very least that changed for the better. I don't think I have business.
It must be a sign of the end times.
I don't think I
Saw
have...
monsters darting out of the attic in that alcove.
Wait, here? I don't think I have any business at the greenhouse. Wait a second. Was I there before? Maybe I just... Because I know I was here, and I was wondering what's the purpose of this location. And I guess I never saw the tunnel on the other side? I guess I might be blind or something. It's interesting.
Hey! You just put a stop to this!
Okay.
Going to take care of this.
I'm not quite sure what's the significance of this location, though.
Nothing to worry about now.
Wait. How can my inventory be full? I'm pretty sure multi-tools have a bigger stacking capability than 5, because there was already a point at the game where I had like 10 of them. So this must be one of the bugged non-stacking multi-tools that Evan Jones, one of my commenters, mentioned. So another shout out to Evan Jones. If you're watching this, I hope you're enjoying the playthrough, and thank you again for your comments. So I don't think I'm going to pick it up, because although I guess I could throw out the spider bombs, because to be honest I'm not really using them, but I don't particularly care at this point. I'm just going to leave it.
And the plague lasted for years. I'm sure it means the apocalypse is coming, just like my aunt always warned. I need to calm down.
Okay. As I said, I don't think I have any business at the greenhouse. And I don't want to go inside the Arcology yet, but I do want to explore the courtyard at the very least. Okay, I don't have much. Damn it, that's the... And that's the armored Templar troops, which are quite difficult to deal with. Oh damn it. They just kill me. Because I would like to avoid civilian casualties if possible. Don't go in there.
Quit arsing around.
Okay, I need to be careful with the way I... with the way I approach this situation here.
Back here.
I start to think the NPCs might actually have a death wish of some sort. Go hide. Are you insane?
New York one way, no sweat.
I'll get back to you.
Okay, it's very inconvenient for him to be standing here, because he's standing right in the way of potential rockets. Okay, that's annoying. No, don't go in there.
I want to know what this is about.
It's especially weird because he isn't even hostile to them. Come on, move out of the way. The NPCs don't have to...
Come out here and answer for yourself.
Don't seem to have the best survival instincts, if you ask me, but...
That's asking for trouble, mate.
And look who's talking. Okay, that kinda worked, I guess. Okay, so apparently they destroyed the elevator, which... yeah, out of order. So that means I can't access the Arcology from here, which pretty much made this detour pointless, but couldn't have known that. The SSC guard, I guess, was killed before by the Templars and not by me, so I don't feel responsible for that. So I guess I'll have to go in through the mosque on the other side of the Medina.
Watch your step.
It seems that the Illuminati is making one last grab for power. You must revive Paul, Alex. Apostle Corps needs a strong leader who can restore it to global prominence. The Illuminati only want to steal our research to increase their wealth and power.
Okay. And by that I meant okay, as in I acknowledge what he said, and not that it's okay for the Illuminati to steal the research.
Femi, come down. It's a beautiful day for a walk.
You know I can't.
No more excuses about your grandfather. The plague is gone. Look at the sky.
Don't be fooled by the wind. The dust always comes back.
Not this time. They found a cure and reprogrammed the bots.
I'll ask Grandfather.
Ask for a new reason to be locked up for 2 years? No, come. I am going.
Oh, Annie, you're right. It's a beautiful day.
Femi! Yes, at last!
Okay.
Ah, fresh air.
Hey, I live here.
Who has time to worry about the terrorists in Arcology? The Medina is free. The plague is over.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that they seem awfully cheery for someone who's just threatened by Templar occupation.
At least you can hide from paladins. The Nenite swell was everywhere.
Well, I guess that's a fair point.
Enough talk if you don't mind. You're spoiling the mood.
I wonder if the Omar are still here.
Denton has a hold on your imagination, perhaps. Talk to your friend Leo in front of the mosque. See how much he likes enforced modification. Do you really think Apostle Corps is any different than a sect of the Omar?
I've seen her in so long.
Well, I guess I haven't considered that point of view, but it isn't really like JC assured me that they weren't going to forcibly assimilate all of the people into a single consciousness. It was just to be a communication systems. So
we offer only the finest technologies, and you will be able to get them at the discount because of your preferred customer status.
What's available?
Perhaps you want a black market biomod canister, which enables non-piezochem functionality. I'm also selling 3 gas grenades, which deliver a biotoxin irritant in gaseous form. I've also got an ammo clip, which provides universal ammunition for all weapons. As a preferred customer, you may purchase items at half market price.
I don't particularly care for any of those.
Maybe another time.
That is your prerogative.
So I guess, judging from what Klara just said, I guess the Omar have finally assimilated Leo. Is that him?
Leo? Is that you? The frog suit threw me for a second.
Alex, familiar face. Just what I need.
I guess I don't have to ask whether you're still working for the Omar.
I've completed phase 1 of the Omar induction. He said I would have 2 months to decide whether to accept the cortical interface, which will make me a true Omar. But they are afraid the Templars will attack the Medina. They want me to undergo phase 2 immediately.
Sounds like you're having second thoughts.
There's no turning back after Phase 2. I'd be almost invincible with cyborg hardware plus the Tarsus biomods, but this stuff's not like a nanite infusion. I'm still sore from the transskeletal supports I already have.
Just tell them you need time to think about it.
They say I have chosen. They say they will find me when I'm asleep and complete the operation. Then I will think like an Omar. It will be too late for choices.
Maybe you should leave town.
No money. I'd have to go on foot. With thermal vision, they'd pick me out on the desert plain like a pilot beacon.
Well, I don't particularly need money at this point, and even though I do think it's kind of his own fault in a way, you know, because he knew who was he dealing with from the start. You know, it's not like the methods of the Omar or their particular philosophy regarding assimilating other people is a secret. But then again, I also kind of feel sorry for him, so I think I'm just going to give him the money.
Here's some money for a pilot.
You sure?
Go ahead, take it.
I don't know what to say. Thanks, Alex. I'll pay you back. Double.
If you want to pay me back, maybe you could find a pilot to take you to the Statue of Liberty in New York.
What for? I think I'd find more work in Europe.
There's something you don't know about the Tarsus experiments.
Yeah?
The experiments were started by J.C. Denton and his brother Paul. They wanted to develop a biomod architecture that they could distribute to everyone on the planet.
They'll probably make a bundle, too. So that's why they dropped out of sight?
It's some sort of utopian vision they have. A society based on absolute equality. Meanwhile, everyone wants a piece of the technology, including the Order and WTO, which are both puppets of a contemporary incarnation of the Illuminati, believe it or not. And of course the Templars want to destroy it.
A utopia of human-machine super beings? Sounds familiar.
Liberty Island is critical for J.C. Denton's plan. We'll find out more when we get there.
Right. Like I'm about to sign up with a guy who wants to mod people by force. If you ask me, I think you're dealing with crazies on all sides. Knights Templar? Do they really think they're knights or what? Illuminati? Who told you they were in the Illuminati?
Well, show up in New York and maybe you can help me sort all this out.
I won't forget this, Alex.
So I wonder if he will actually show up, and if he does, I wonder what side will he be on. Like, maybe he's still working for the Omar and it's only a ruse.
Don't worry, I'll figure out how to get to New York. I want to see what that's all about. Yeah, you're right. This getup looks like a frog suit. Either I take up scuba diving or I find an implant surgeon who can remove it. So much for making it big and organized crime. Too bad I'm leaving this place just as the crud's getting vacuumed out of the air. Don't worry, I'll figure out how to get to New York. I want to see what that's all about.
Universal biomodification doesn't exactly roll off the tongue, does it? Hardly a political ideal. Don't be fooled by J.C. Denton's rhetoric. He is the mouthpiece for an AI construct, just like an Omar. Just like your old classmate Leo.
Cheer up, the plague is gone.
Anything on the news?
Time again for a TAAALK Bullet! In the bullseye today, Luminon Saman, formerly of the Order Church. So you've gone public with a new con game, I hear. What's it called?
I'm the Templar Grandmaster.
Right, Knights. That's rich. Beat up a few defenseless bystanders and suddenly you're...
We've declared open war. Today the Templars avenge themselves against Philip the Fair, who drove us underground nearly 8 centuries ago. Is it so difficult to understand?
Hey, I'll ask the questions here. You're thugs and innocent people.
You will fall. Your culture has already disintegrated into flimsy tatters. We're merely sweeping the streets clean.
That's it. Cut the mic. Someone cut the...
Your little blips of thought. Bullets, indeed. You and your kind have murdered the human intellect with momentary impulses. The noise of the machines seeping into every mind.
Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and... Janice, what's...
Janice no longer works here, Mr. Steed. This is the last talk bullet.
So, did Saman just kill the talk show host on the air? If so, then obviously I don't condone murder, but I must admit the host of that talk bullet was pretty obnoxious. So While I don't condone it, I can't say I don't understand it.
Convergence is possible, my seekers. The chairman and I have outlined a program to bring our systems into agreement. Poverty is not a prerequisite for fulfillment, nor is immorality a prerequisite for prosperity. Together, in peace. This is the way.
Convergence. Convergence. Peace.
Lies. I tell you, the church is the work of cynical conspirators.
It is time for Vitaka, applied thinking. Taking what we desire and reconciling it with what we know. Vitaka. Study your meditations. Nothing pleases the balanced mind more than to bring its good work into the world.
Vitaka. Vitaka. Vitaka.
Her Holiness is really Nicolette Duclair, the descendant of a large crime family. This is a generated image used to brainwash seekers like yourself.
My seekers, from today you are all missionaries. Chairman Dumier welcomes your teaching in the WTO enclaves. Just as Rome, once touched, fell to the spell of Christianity, so too will the city-states of our time accept order, respect, and balance.
Yes, missionaries.
Open your eyes! The Order is a designer religion calculated to attract the largest number of believers.
Convergence is possible, my seekers.
Listen.
Hello.
It's kind of funny and ironic that she's here. She was once the most fervent adherent of the Order, and now she's trying to tell all the others that it's a scam, but nobody is listening.
Alex, you were right. Her Holiness and Mr. Dumier had a secret alliance all along.
Still with the church? I see you're wearing your vestments.
I would have picked up some slacks and a neck sweater if the Templars hadn't overrun the Arcology.
How are our friends at the Order and WTO going to deal with New Cairo? Hear anything before you left Trier? I would think they would dispatch a force to retake the city.
I did some investigating. Mr. Dumier thinks he can sacrifice Cairo in the short term, but he has sent his personal bodyguard, an elite commando, to kill an enemy of his being held in the Arcology by the Templars.
I ran into this commander by the landing pad.
The commando has been ordered to self-destruct when he finds the enemy. This will destroy both of them and help the Illuminati seize some sort of device that's supposed to make them all-powerful.
The commando is going to blow himself up? Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
Not exactly. Some sort of decomposition process that will create a toxic vapor.
Interesting. Thanks for the tip.
My seekers.
It takes someone with a pretty serious god complex to start their own religion. Hard to believe that two people would attempt to reconstruct all of global society.
It is time.
If I can turn public opinion against the Order and WTO, then the Illuminati will have nothing. The Illuminati's power has no foundation other than the confused opinions of their followers. They can be defeated. We just have to have faith, Alex.
Well, unfortunately, I learned the hard way about the properties of the Illuminati commando. I guess the harvester is gone. I wonder if the Templars are back in their own, in their old quarters here.
You! Who sent you?
No one. Is something wrong?
The Templars put a bounty on the Nasif family. Maybe that's why you're here.
If I was a Templar assassin, I wouldn't stand around talking about it.
Then who was in the apartment upstairs? Not you? A neighbor told me she saw Templars, and I received a threatening email from a man I used to know like a brother. Now he parades down the street in his robe, goes with the mob into the Arcology, and threatens my life.
You're right to be paranoid. Stay here. I'll let you know if I find out anything about the assassins.
What a big nothing the Order turned out to be. They redecorated the mosque.
What else? I wanted to believe. But what sort of order is this? Perpetual killing, gang warfare, just like before they came.
I am a prisoner in my own home.
So I guess the Templars are back.
A biomod infusion succeeds for one of my relatives, and suddenly we are vermin, all of the Nasifs. I didn't invent biomodification. Why do they want to kill me? Thank goodness my daughter is safe, at least for now. Because of you, she was able to escape the Arcology just in time. At least the air has cleared up. You must be the stranger everyone talked about, our part-time savior.
We're pretty sure there are Templars in the apartment upstairs, here to threaten my family. The students are fortunate that Archer's plans were uncovered, but my family is far from safe. From what I saw of Archer's files, the Templars will stop at nothing. Maybe they are here to complete their orders for the school, any way that they can.
Okay. Well, I am going to deal with them anyway.
They may have stopped Archer. They cannot stop our quest for purity. We must obliterate the Nasif bloodline immediately. Why this family? The Nasif girl was one of the key candidates for nanite infusion at Tarsus. Her whole family is likely to give itself over to that pollution, so they must be exterminated.
Okay.
I wonder what that was.
Poison!
This has stopped being amusing. Have courage!
I've still got some fight in me! No!
I can hear the Omar from across the street here. Don't particularly need the silencer, especially at this point of the game. Okay, and this vent just leads me outside, right? Yep.
I took care of the assassins upstairs. You don't have anything to fear from them.
You mean all of them?
Have the local police clean up the mess. You'll be fine.
You risked your life? For me? I wish I had something more than a few credits to offer as a reward.
Your niece Layla and I work together. That's the least I could do.
Okay.
Thank you again. Perhaps we will be okay.
I guess those Templars won't be completing their mission. My family may now finally be safe.
I will notify the SSC. They will want to investigate the apartment.
Even though there are still Templars in Cairo, this should give us enough time to
The Templars have been airlifting troops into the Arcology.
Archer's plans for my family are finished.
A biomod infusion succeeds for one of my relatives, and suddenly we are vermin, all of the Nasifs.
Okay, I guess it's time to go back into the Arcology, but to do that I actually need to pass through the Mosque because the main elevator is out of order. Out of order, get it?
I won't forget this, Alex.
Okay, it's probably overrun by
The Templars
enemies.
have taken the mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The paladins are indifferent to them, but the security bot will shoot any non-Templars. If you eliminated the mosque, people could probably escape.
Okay.
Prepare to meet your fate.
Oh, damn it. That's an awfully distracting.
I put an end to.
Well, that went rather poorly. I was kind of blinded by the smoke. Okay, let's try again.
taken the mosque. People seeking sanctuary there are now trapped. The paladins are indifferent to them, but the security bot will shoot any non-Templars. If you eliminated the bot, the people could probably escape.
Okay, but I need to be careful to avoid...
Anyone there? Just get hiding. You're dead, freak!
Avoid civilian casualties when fighting the... Well, that didn't exactly work right. To be honest, I guess it kind of showcases the insanity of the Templars for them to have non-argumented operatives working alongside those cyborgs who literally explode upon death and use rocket launchers in small cramped spaces. Okay. I need to be careful though, because the enemy here is armed with the shotgun, which is quite a strong weapon actually. Okay, that didn't quite work. Damn it.
Your time on this... Poison! Stop right for the second.
Okay, that's probably not the best strategy. And I worry if I'll have enough damn it. If I'll have enough ammunition to even take down the big bot there, but I guess I should probably try to survive my current situation.
I put it in
Before, okay, that's really not a comfortable place I saved in. It's a little bit. A little bit problematic. I guess maybe.
Down you go.
Okay, that. Yeah, it's a really problematic position. I mean, because I can't really retreat, and because he's blocking the doorway. So I think I need to take them head on, because for a second I thought maybe it's wiser to actually increase the distance between us, because they have shotguns and at a longer range they won't be as useful. I fear I might have actually backed myself into a corner here, which would really be kind of annoying. Yeah, I think I might have actually. Maybe I should have reloaded an earlier save, so I'll try that, because this situation is a little too complicated to be comfortable. Oh wait, it's actually...
I will fight to the...
It's actually... I don't have any other save. Okay, so that's... so that's actually kind of problematic. Well, I guess I'll have to retry that how many times it's necessary.
I will fight to the...
Damn it. Okay, maybe actually utilizing the poison is a better idea, because at the very least it stuns them for a second, so it would prevent them from shooting at me. But there are two of them, so I'm not sure if it's going to work.
Neurotoxin!
I've been hit with toxin!
Okay, that almost worked. I just stumbled a little when changing my weapon, so I should be able to succeed using this method.
I've been hit with toxin!
Poison! I've still got some fight!
Damn it.
Poison! I've been hit with toxin!
Neurotoxin! Poison! No!
Okay, I just barely managed to survive this situation. Actually, I think it might be the first time ever during this playthrough that I've died so many times in quick succession. Because in general, I definitely feel like this game is a lot easier than the first Deus Ex. In the first one, there were a lot of sections in which I died. Well, I guess it's another one of those non-stacking multi-tools. There were a lot of sections where I died constantly. Whereas in this one, I think it's the first one. Obviously I've died a couple of times before, but, well, actually many times, but I don't think it was ever in that quick succession so many times. Okay.
Toward purity! Here's a gift! Hope
Purity will prevail!
Damn it, I'm almost out of ammunition. But I do have plenty of EMP grenades, so maybe that'll... Maybe that'll allow me to deal with the bot.
I've still got some fight in me.
I've been hit with toxin.
Okay. I need to be careful with the bot because it explodes when killed, and that'll kill the Templars. The unconscious one, I mean. And there's also a child downstairs, so I would hate to see it hurt. Okay, I'm a little confused on how to deal with this bot, but I think... Yeah, right, a single hit just scrambles its programming and turns it into an ally. which should let me expedite this Templar into safety. And now we can just... Where's the bot? Damn it. I hope it's not going around killing people. Where is it? Okay. And I hope the kid is also okay. Okay, there's some civilians here.
Reassembling tissues. Finished repairing damage.
Let us know when it's safe.
Thank God, someone from the outside. I'd make a run for the Medina if the floor of the mosque could be secured, but no one will fight. Seekers, SSC, they've all vanished.
There were not enough police to fight back against the Templars, I guess. That bot is pretty scary. I've never seen one shoot at people before. Templars have not said what they are going to do with them.
By the time we figured out what was happening, it was too late.
But there's another kid wandering around here, and I am curious what happened with her, because I think it was a girl. Oh, here she is. Yeah, I'm glad to see she's safe.
Hey, I remember you. We met in events at Tarsus, and you're the one who took care of Archer. I owe you my life.
Looks like the Templars are still causing trouble.
Even though Archer was stopped, they have managed to take over most of Cairo, and now we're trapped here.
What about the SSC?
They have driven the SSC's troops back and have set up their own bases and patrols. In the mosque alone, they have regular troops, some guys in weird armor, and even a bot.
That's a serious detachment.
Maybe you could even our odds. If the bot out there was destroyed, we might be able to make a run for old Cairo. It seems like the Templars do not care too much about us, but the bot is programmed to kill anyone who is not a member of their ranks.
I'll see what I can do.
We have to get out of here.
Okay.
I do not know what the Templars are planning, but I know it cannot be good.
Well, the problem is I have pretty limited ammo after all that. I'm pretty much spent, so I hope the EMP grenades might be enough to deal with the bot, but okay, I think this floor should be cleared of Templars by now. Okay. What are you doing here? Are you crazy? No! Okay, I guess the kid is insane. But I guess she also lied, because the bot is clearly not shooting at her, so maybe I can take it down. Although I'm a little bit afraid of saving now, because she might die. Well, or I might, I guess. Okay. Oh, damn it. Was she killed by the... Well, just kill me. I guess she was killed by the fire. which on one hand was pretty inconvenient, but on the other, it was rather surprising to see the game actually take something like that into account.
It'll take more than that to stop a Templar!
Okay.
I'm going to run for it!
No! Are you... This kid is crazy. Okay. Now it should be safe. Hopefully. Apparently I can't talk with her anymore. Maybe she's bugged. So let's talk with the other people downstairs.
All clear. You can make it to the Medina if you leave right now.
You're our personal savior. First you got Mina into the academy, now this. Next you'll tell me that you're the reason Nanite Swell 11 cleared up.
Well, just take care of yourselves until the Arcology is safe for classes again.
I don't have much to offer as a reward, but maybe I can help you against the terrorists. My husband works for the SSC. He's training in Madrid right now, but I know the code to the SSC kiosk in the Arcology. 6673. Help yourself to any equipment you need.
Thanks. That could be a big help.
I guess we're going to pull through.
At this point I mostly need ammo.
I knew you would save us.
What a terrible world to bring a child into.
I think you should move to Cairo. You could live in the Medina near us.
Thank you again for all you...
I took care of the security bot. It's safe for you to make a run for the Medina.
Thanks. This isn't much of a reward, but I guess I could give you a med kit.
Never hurts to be prepared for an emergency, I suppose.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
Well, I guess I'm ready to go into the Arcology. And I see the strange cloned multi-tools are still here.
I guess you have to...
Fine. Enough of this hide and seek. Poison. You will. I've still got some fight. No.
Okay. Need to be careful with the bot. Okay.
What was I thinking? My guess is that it... You're modified. I can smell it on you.
Ah, so I guess it's a...
Get out of here, you freak.
It's a Templar scientist.
I can't... Everything's spinning.
Well, I definitely need ammo, so... It's good that I came here. Okay, I think that's all of the mosque searched.
Don't disappoint us like your classmate, Miss Sparks. This was her mission, but she wouldn't follow through. Chief Morgan took her into custody and will handle the transport out of the Arcology. Here, sweet talking. As we say, or your traitorous friend dies.
Okay. I wasn't really listening to what he was talking about, but I guess So I was a little distracted. Okay. Oh, damn it.
You do see the suit, right? I will not. Here's a gift. Hope you like it.
It's a pity he killed one of their own. The whole non-lethal approach has gotten pretty messy at this point. So I guess... no, I remember now. Apparently they are keeping Paul in... in one of the flight bays. So this way indeed, but first I want to explore the rest of the level.
I've still got some fight in me. Stand ready. Neurotoxin prevail. Your time on this house. Poison. I've still got some fight in me.
Okay. I know there's some equipment here, and I guess the SSC are all dead at this... Oh, damn it. Are all dead at this point, so... You can't really, like... It's more of a requisition in times of war than it is through stealing. Although I am aware that's pretty much a rationalization, but... But I do need, especially ammunition. Okay, I'll actually... There's a weapon mod inside, but apart from that, it doesn't really seem worth it. And I don't even particularly need any of those weapon mods, because my two primary weapons are already upgraded. So I'll check the downstairs area before going into the air terminal.
Poison! Just go ahead.
Just go ahead and try something. I'm ready for you.
Again, I think he actually killed the one in the back with the explosion, but at this point there isn't much I can do to stop this kind of behavior from them. Oh no, wait, it's still unconscious, so I guess...
The violator is advised.
Is someone there?
I guess I was lucky in this regard, at least.
The bot's been shut down. Poison. Neurotoxin.
It's funny to see that the NG bot is still online.
Hi, Alex. Hurry. Come to my concert at the Queequeg's Cofeeshop.
Concert?
Yes, I'm playing right now.
That's impossible. The Arcology's been seized by Templar paladins.
No one informed me of a cancellation. I arrived at Flight Bay 23 just 14 hours ago.
Then you're probably trapped up on level 110, or dead.
No one informed me of such an occurrence. You should assume that the concert started on schedule. Hurry! Don't forget, you're on the guest list from when you helped me out in Upper Seattle.
What? It's pretty insane. I wonder if it's even possible for the... or I guess it is, because it's an independent quasi-AI, so I guess it's totally possible for the original organic human NG to be dead and for her bot form to simply not know about it. That would be pretty wild. I guess the Pequod's employer is probably dead, but I don't particularly need any of the things that are inside his safe anyway, so I don't really care. Tarsus is probably closed. Anything interesting on the news?
Nanologists and meteorologists continue to watch NanXwell 11 intently. All indicators so far suggest that this is not a spurious short-term change, but a radical climatological shift that scientists expect will severely weaken the effects of this swell, if not eliminate it entirely. For the first time in years, citizens in old...
Okay, that was... unfortunate, but I guess I'm still alive, so I shouldn't complain too much. Okay, ammo. I imagine Tarsus Academy is probably closed. Yep. But I can definitely use the ammo, so at least there is that. I guess I could break into the Templars safe. and see maybe they have some ammo. Although 2 multi-tools is quite a steep cost. Nope, just some credits, which are pretty useless to me at this stage of the game, but... Wonder if there's anyone here. It's actually quite a good hideout. And I guess there was someone here up until they died. SMG. Don't really need that. The elevator out of the Arcology is broken, so... But this one looks like a WTO soldier.
We've got a dangerous prisoner in custody.
And who's that?
I'd move along if I were you. I'm part of the Chief's personal detachment. Speak with Chief Morgan or get lost. We don't have time for this.
Yeah, but how do I...
I'd move along if I were you.
Doesn't look like I can... Okay, that's nice of them to open the door.
You were a good operative, Alex. I hate to watch you go bad. Freeze!
I can handle this.
Okay, that's... Well, that didn't really work out the way I wanted it to. Okay, so first of all, I probably need to heal, but I'm not going to attack them until they attack me, because that seems like a bit of a cheat.
We've got a dangerous prisoner in custody.
Obviously, if I hadn't died once before, I wouldn't have known that that they are going to attack me, so I'm going to just retreat from them.
You were a good operative, Alex. I hate to watch you go bad. You're not worth the hassle of prosecution.
Time to light up!
Field agent of the WTO, let me remind you.
Okay. Ah, so were they going to execute her? Because I know that he was talking about it, but at the moment I was being attacked by the Templars, and I was kind of distracted, so I didn't really listen to it. But now he's talking like he's telling me he was bluffing, which I totally don't believe, and it only makes me less inclined to help them, because if they really wanted to kill her for failing the task they assigned to her earlier, then that's quite cold. Wait, why is this one dead? Did one of them shoot him in the back or something? By accident?
I'm sorry I dragged you into all of this.
No problem.
Okay, that's a great camera angle.
I listened to you in Germany and left the WTO while I had the chance.
You got out alive. That's all that matters.
They wanted me to infiltrate the flight bay and murder Paul Denton. Can you believe it? Me, an assassin? And I almost did it, too.
What changed your mind?
I just suddenly woke up. I was installing this range weapon mod on my rifle, and it clicked. I've been training my whole life to hunt and kill people. Even Apostle Corps. That's what they trained me to do.
Well, I think it's time we all stop taking orders and start thinking for ourselves.
I'm scared, Alex. We're completely on our own, and we can't trust anybody. The only thing I know is that I'm not a killer. Here, do you want this weapon mod? I don't have a use for it anymore.
I guess it could come in handy. I have some unfinished business in Flight Bay 24.
I can take care of myself from here on out. Promise.
To be honest,
Thanks again. I owe you, Alex.
I don't have much use for it either, but...
It seems like ages since I was a student at Tarsus. Oh god, I was so naive. I can't wait to get home. I'm gonna go straight to the Greasel Pit and enjoy myself for a change. I wonder if Godzilla's still the champ. I can take care of myself from here on out.
But I guess at the very least, she's not dead, so... there is that. I would like to scavenge the ammo if possible. This one doesn't have any. Well, let's check this area here, because I don't think it was actually available to visit the last time I was here. Okay, that's an interesting space, because it almost looks like some kind of a secret area, but we don't really see any secrets here. Well, I guess it's pointless. But I did scavenge a couple of things from here. Mostly ammo, but also one energy cell. Okay, this ladder seems to be bugged, which is potentially a problem, because I really need to leave this place. Okay, it did work out in the end. Well, so I guess it's time to go to the air terminal. I just went in a circle there. That's great. So, where did... Ah, okay. I think I need to go here and up. Okay, so that's the Illuminati commando, and I guess he's probably aware at this point that I am not working with the WTO and the Order, so I expect a fight here. But at the very least, he can't hurt any bystanders here, so it's actually preferable to fighting him in the courtyard.
You arrived. Good. I am here to assist.
How'd you get past the Templar defenses?
My priorities are survival and infiltration at any cost. Enough talk. I am here to assist. Your advice?
Wait here.
We will be more effective as a team.
Yeah, I think I need to take care of him, because otherwise... he's going to kill my enemies. Possibly...
You have got my attention now. Grim injuries.
Possibly Paul himself as well.
I'll take that as a slap in the face. Don't be a fool, Alex. Do you really once the technology is imposed on humanity, it will be a nanite plague worse than the one in Cairo, and you will be responsible.
To be honest, I already said I don't quite trust heroes, but...
Thy name is Pliable. How quickly you kindle a faith in a brother you never knew.
Maybe I plan to kill him, like the Illuminati want me to.
Then your ear bends to the worldly wiseman, to continue the archaic analogy. The smallest breeze carries you off nature's straight and narrow path, which is ever eroded by the human lust for transcendence.
I'll keep that in mind.
Chairman Dumier lusts for worldly power. J.C. Denton, what's left of him, lusts for worldly bliss. And to both of them you are nothing but a finely wrought tool.
I suppose you're entitled to your opinion.
Why so hostile? I'm not evil. I merely oppose the powers that have shaped and confined you up until now. Just allow my scientist, Dr. Todd, to scan your cell nuclei and leave Paul alone.
You're asking me to join the Templars?
Yes, young Pliable. Dr. Todd is waiting for you in the flight bay. Do as he asks. As long as you cooperate, my paladins will hold their fire. I will have additional instructions for you when you reach Liberty Island.
But I trust the Illuminati even less. And to be honest, that was probably the least convincing I'm not evil in the history of that statement. And there's no way in hell I'm letting their scientist run any scans on me, so...
I'm preparing to meet you in Flight Bay 23, but the pilot beacon seems to be offline. You will need to activate it before I can land.
Hello? Cathy will law. I've still got some fight in me.
Hello?
Okay. That's one of them done.
You must have no idea who you're messing with.
The armored ones are a problem though, because they'll explode and kill the one on the ground. And there are two of them. Although, to be honest, at this point, so many Templars have died that it's not really a non-lethal run anymore, and a single casualty more isn't really that big of a difference at this point. But I would still... Damn it, I blocked myself on the piece of wall there. But I would still like to limit my my kill count if possible. Oh, damn it, I'm out of ammo. Where is he?
The zone seems to be clear now.
Okay. What's on the news?
Although the summit has been surrounded by chaos and unrest, WTO...
It's probably...
It'll take more than that to stop a Templar.
What are they fighting?
You're kidding, right? You will contaminate humanity. No, I can't give up.
I'm not sure. Who is it?
Whoa, I thought you were serious for a second.
Who is it that the Templars
I can't believe we let her get away.
Are shooting at. But first thing first, I wanted to listen to the news report here.
Live from Cairo, Egypt, where the Arcology has been taken by a small military group called the Knights Templar. Fed up with what they believe to be the pollution of the human genome by biomodification, and frustrated with the general public's refusal to respond to their message, the Templars have instead taken Cairo by force, and by all accounts intend to enact their agenda through a military state. There have been no indications yet what their next move may be. Experts anticipate drastic measures based on what we've learned so far.
Although the summit has been surrounded by chaos and unrest, WTO and Order representatives did finally manage to meet and discuss ways to alleviate the tension between their respective organizations. WTO Chairman Chad Dumier was proud to make the following announcement.
It took countless hours of negotiations, but we were able to come to an agreement that benefits both organizations' individual members worldwide. In the coming weeks, we will each be presenting new bylaws that will eventually create an interlocking relationship between the two groups, so that our coexistence will be complementary rather than conflicting in the future.
As the new bylaws are presented following this historic announcement, we will bring you the details as soon as possible.
Okay, so nothing overly interesting, but I'm really curious who my allies are here. I really hope they didn't die in the fight.
I think we should just rush them, but the captain won't give the order.
We're trapped. I just wanted a steady job, not a holy war.
It's the SSC.
This is more than I ever bargained for.
You'd think someone would have seen this coming and warned us. Maybe made a contingency plan?
The SSC is supposed to be about action.
They station us without any useful intel and then wonder how we get cornered like this.
I knew the Templars were dangerous, but who knew they were this powerful?
To be honest, I think it's probably wisest if they stay out of trouble. Oh, is that Nasif? Yep.
What's the situation here, Captain?
The Templars have the Arcology locked down and have removed the pilot beacon, so we can't even call for an airlift out of here.
Did they destroy it or just move it?
We expect that they just relocated it, since the beacon has to be within a certain range of the hangar bay to be useful. But we can't get out to search for it, let alone activate it. We suspect it may be up in the control room, since that area is so heavily guarded. If you can find it and turn it on, the SSC would know to send in a rescue chopper.
Okay. Well, let's see what Dr. Nasif has to say.
Dr. Nasif, how are you doing in the middle of all this?
I'm doing okay for now. The Templars are right at our door, but at least they're giving us a breather. I just hope the rescue flight gets here before the next volley starts.
It's almost too much to comprehend right now, especially considering how fast the Templars seize control of the city.
They've got to be stopped. Their main objective was to capture Paul Denton from Apostle Corps' lab here in the Arcology, which they succeeded in doing. We have intel that he's being held in Flight Bay 24.
What do you think they're planning?
They will eventually murder him. You can't let all our hard work be destroyed by these lunatics. On some instinctual level, you feel a basic kinship. You know there's bond. Please, Alex, save Paul.
Oh, is that a biomod canister? Thanks.
Oh, how great. A biomod canister that is useless
You've got
to
to
me.
rescue Paul and fulfill your...
That's sad.
Hello.
Hi.
Wait a minute, you aren't my pilot.
Do I look like him?
I have 5 pilots, and you aren't any of them. This is just perfect.
Had any trouble with the Templars?
Trouble? Trouble? Not at all, unless you count canceling a major concert, getting trapped in a war zone, and practically starving to death without even a number to call for room service.
Maybe I can help get you out of here.
Oh, sure. I'll wait for my own people, thanks. I don't want to get myself shot. Hey, back off.
Well, I guess
don't know
that's
you, so leave me alone.
That's the real resonance.
I'm gonna scream.
I think, yeah, I've already read that. It's like a parody of a noir detective story. She has an action figure of herself in her luggage. Now that's more than a little weird and narcissistic. Okay, I guess it's time to go and try and deal with the Templars. But first, let's check if there's something upstairs. I would especially enjoy finding some ammo. Just some spider bots. Don't really need those.
Excellent. My navigation unit has what it needs. I can land as soon as you're ready.
I have some unfinished business to take care of.
No problem. I'll keep a safe distance for now. When you want to leave, contact me with this beacon.
Okay. I guess I need to deal with the Templars first. Okay. I think that's everything searched, so now I'm off to Bay 24 to finally deal with the Templars. So apparently they have Paul's gear. It's not really the best situation I'm in currently because I don't have much ammo and there are two of those cyborg troops, as well as freaking scientists in the middle of all that. Okay, that wasn't my best move, to be honest.
What the hell? I'm taking you down. You got me.
Damn it, it's...
Small present for the sake of purity.
I'm not feeling so hot.
Yeah, that's like that, exactly what I was worried is going to happen. It was a bloodbath. But I guess the SEC guards knew what they were getting into, and they died fighting for, you know, freedom, justice, and whatever. So you will be remembered, at least for like the next hour, or how long it will take for the game to finish. But on the plus side, I think that's most of the cyborgs, and I've saved a lot of ammo due to their help.
I just need one little drop of blood from the tip of your finger.
What's the sample for?
A good cause. Let me see your finger.
Nope.
Go to hell.
Then we will take your blood by force. Everything's spinning.
Oh man, it's one of those giant bots. I actually might have a problem dealing with it. I guess that's Paul.
All integrity failing.
Okay, I should have enough ammo to destroy it. Okay. And they were talking about how they have Denton's equipment upstairs, so I'm going to check that out before I free him.
You will be destroyed! Poison! Neurotoxin!
Okay, that went poorly. Okay, that didn't quite work.
Poison! Neurotoxin! I've still got some fight in me! No!
Okay. Just some biomods. To be honest, it's pretty much worthless to me at this point. Yeah, there is some ammo, but it's surely not worth three multi-tools. Although I guess I could test if maybe shooting one of the crates will blast it open. Oh. Doesn't look like it. Because it does have a health value in addition to the lock value, so I thought maybe explosives would blast it open, but it's apparently not the case. Okay, I don't particularly care for the contents of that, so let's just leave it. Although it's a sad testament to the construction of this game that there are 2 biomods inside and I don't care enough to even open it. Well...
Welcome back. I just revived your brother JC in Antarctica. Tracer Tong is coordinating with him from Germany.
You look like one of the test subjects.
Alex Denton. JC said I was one of the MJ-12 experiments.
Of course, Alex. Sorry, they say the brain freeze snaps off a few dendrites. So it's time. Your biomod architecture, it's universal? That's what reversed my coma?
Yes. JC wants you to meet him at Liberty Island. It won't be easy leaving New Cairo, though. The Templars have seized the Arcology.
Don't worry about me. I didn't just come back from the dead to get killed hours before the big event. Join us at the statue. As MJ-12 used us, we've used you. But the commodification of ability is about to end.
Well done, Alice. Paul will join me on Liberty Island. I've constructed a machine that will populate the atmosphere with the particles that make up our biomod architecture. I may need your help against a force of Templars that has intervened. More when you arrive. Contact your pilot with the Flight 23 beacon. Don't worry about Paul. I will arrange for his extraction.
Fine, go your own way. But don't think I'm going to ignore a threat to the world I brought back from ashes 20 years ago. The collapse was the work of your good brother, J.C. Denton, remember? My commandos will be waiting for you on Liberty Island, and so will I.
Now that I've activated what's left of Apostle Corps, what sort of future are you trying to bring about? I've heard JC's version.
It probably sounds like a lot of high-minded bullshit to an outsider. My thoughts exactly when JC started speaking in tongues after the merger. But the logic is compelling if you give it time.
How so?
If you want to even out the social order, you have to change the nature of power itself, right? And what creates power? Wealth, physical strength, legislation? Maybe. But none of those is the root principle of power.
I'm listening.
Ability. Ability is the ideal that drives the modern state. It's a synonym for one's worth, one's social reach, one's election in the biblical sense. And it's the ideal that needs to be changed if people are to begin living as equals.
And you think you can equalize human ability with biomods?
The commodification of ability, tuition of course, but increasingly genetic treatments, cybernetic protocols, now biomods, has had the side effect of creating a self-perpetuating aristocracy in all advanced societies. When ability becomes a public resource, what will distinguish people will be what they do with it. Intention, dedication, integrity, the qualities we would choose as the bedrock of the social order.
Yeah, I do agree with that. I already spoken about it a couple of times. This part about, you know, making the biomods available to everyone is probably a good thing. I'm just distrustful of Helios and its intentions.
The profit motive serves society well, but our technology has advanced far enough. It's time to make intelligent use of what we've already created. The last century was ruled by progress and novelty for their own sake. This one has a chance to be ruled by purpose. Right now, the name J.C. Denton is a synonym for the collapse. In the end, though, the period of history he has set in motion will be seen as the Second Enlightenment. There was a time when the details of governmental structure inspired lofty debates. The empowerment of the judicial branch in the United States, an independent legislature, an elected executive, all the innovations that were eventually taken for granted by our ancestors. You memorized the phrase separation of powers in school, but in the beginning, no one was exactly sure how to pull it off. Political thinkers of the Enlightenment were building a clockwork. We need to assemble a genome. Meet us in New York. Help us replace the social mechanism with a social organism, one that is self-aware and can consciously evolve. Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself.
Okay, I'll go back to the flight bay to report to the SSC chief that the... Wait. I guess it's the Illuminati Assassins. And I guess Dumier did warn me that they are coming, so probably shouldn't be surprised.
Self-destruct implant charging. Opponent.
Okay, I'm almost out of ammo. And to be honest, I'm out of ammo, period. Not even almost.
Neurotoxin.
Is he being hurt by it too? Just barely.
Go. History is waiting to be made.
He should be okay. I should inform the SSC chief that...
Vigilant, I should take a closer look.
Unfortunately, his soldiers... Wait, did they straight up murder everyone inside? That would be a giant dick move.
This is too easy.
Oh damn it. Well, I guess I need to... do that. But if the Illuminati Troopers really murdered everyone in Flight Bay 23, then that's quite a bit of a bummer, and I wonder if I could have stopped them. Maybe if I exited this room quicker or something? Guess I'm going to learn that soon enough.
I think that trespasser took off.
Oh, they are still here. Okay, that's good. I want to talk with all of them before I leave.
Hi. Any repair tasks welcome. Initiating repairs. Finished.
Nothing to say? That's weird.
Hey, back off. I don't know you, so leave me alone.
Hello.
Hi.
That's weird that none of them comment on what I did, which is take care of the Templars. Well, if they don't care, then why should I at this point?
You will regret this.
What's going on?
You will have to try harder than
Okay, this is problematic position I'm currently in.
I'm going to remember this.
Because I don't have ammo to deal with them.
You have got my attention.
I think that trespasser took off.
Okay. Here's to hoping that was the last one.
Guess rank has its privileges.
JC Denton is ready for your help. Without you, the procedure cannot work.
What procedure?
He needs to upgrade the Helios core by merging it with your systems. With access to a living host, Helios will be able to regulate the planet-wide distribution of the biomod architecture.
So I'm going to be merged with Helios just like JC is?
Every person on Earth will be merged to one degree or another.
Just a minute.
We don't have time for many more delays.
Okay, so I'm going to save here and end this episode because, to be honest, it's really too long, but it has been just so full of action that I didn't know where to stop, so I ended up playing it as a one giant chunk. So I'm going to save here and see you in the next one, which probably will be the last one. See ya.